The minor pentatonic scale. Knowing the minor pentatonic scale on the entire fingerboard is really important. If you lit up the notes of the minor pentatonic scale on the neck, they'd be all over the place. So we want to know where it is everywhere so we can unlock our creative potential. And we don't want to be bullied around the neck by having to go to a certain place to play a certain scale or chord for that matter. You really want to eventually get to know everything everywhere. And yes, it's a big task, but there's a way to do it. So the minor pentatonic scale has 5 notes: 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. If you don't know what that means, of course, we can get back into that. But a good way to approach this is with the 5 different forms with 2 notes per string. And I want to show you this book here. This is a book I wrote, Mike Risko Guitar Book 1. Here are the 5 forms, which you can find all over the place, but I have some really good illustrations here to help demonstrate how the scale is on the whole neck. Now, I've got the 5 forms in boxes showing how they overlap. I've also added the chords that are found inside. These are bar chords found inside of some of the forms. And here I'm trying to illustrate how they dovetail into each other. For example, if I could take form 1 off the page and stick it on top of form 2, this shape here, see this 1 note and then there's 3 and then 2, that is this. All right, and they all do that. They all kind of land on top of each other. This one here, the second half of form 2, there's 3 notes, 1 in like that. That is this. And I think that can help pull it all together. So let's go through the 5 forms in the key of A minor pentatonic. All right, so we're going to start on the 5th fret. We do form 1. Where my pinky left off is where the next one starts. That's on the note C. The next one starts on D, where my pinky left off here. This is form 3. Going. The next one starts on the 12th fret where my pinky is right here, and if any scale is on or above the 12th fret, that means it will fit in down from the nut and above. So I start right here. I'm going to keep going. Next is the 5th form up here on the note G. Okay, now what I do is I go back down to form 1. Behind form 1 is form 5, and that's what's important to get a grip on. So this is the note A on the 5th fret. My 5th form has to connect to it. All right, so the 5th form lands here. And I can actually fit the 4th form in behind this one. So this is the note G. My 4th form, a lot of the notes land on the open string. Now I'm going to put my finger on the nut and make believe it's a fret so the scale feels the same. Interesting technique. This isn't doing anything as far as the sound, it's just making the scale feel the same. Now the other way to do this is to reposition your hand and put your first 3 fingers like this on the first 3 frets and just play the notes in the scale, which would be open 3, open 3, open 2, open 2, 1, 3, open 3. Using different fingerings can add to different ideas and different riffs. Now, those kinds of illustrations can be found in my book 1. I'm just going to flip a couple pages in, and here it is. A minor pentatonic scale, the 5 forms all the way up the neck, and over here we've got that fingering with the finger on the nut, which I showed you, and this is redone with the first 3 fingers on the first 3 frets. This is in the copy of my Guitar Book 1. Pick up a copy of Mike Risko Book 1 when you get a minute, and we'll see you next time.